Excuse me. Oh, nice. I didn't realise you get the, or didn't remember you get the bones from, or butchering from bones. Oh, I need to check the books as well. 35 bone pieces. Crikey. I'm gonna have to stop binning them. Trying to think this needle and fishing hooks, really. Oh, you can, right. And also need to get a small leather drying rack. There's no small, simple leather drying rack, though, is it? I have to use nails. It's only one though. 4 long sticks. Where should we put it? Moment. Down to 14 nails. Great. Won't be long before we can make some more. Needed grind. I need to work on blacksmithing, but I'm trying to find what I can create that I can smelt down, so then I can create it again. Create this kind of loop of blacksmithing. I want a loom as well. That's the saw I need. Okay. Need to build a loom. Oh, it's only dinky. In which case, no, we'll have another plant drying right in there, but these are only small. Maybe. No. Put it there. Means that we need to get the tanning barrel in. And the other things as well, like this, what is it called? Is it, oh god, I can't even remember what it's called now. Softening beam, that's what we need. 2 nails, 2 planks. And we need a tanning or tannin barrel as well. Alright. Tannin barrel is next, and we can start the leather. Getting dark early now. No problem, because we've got food and water, let's do some exercise until the morning. Oh, I just slept with the door open. Didn't want to do that, that was silly. Oh, the cabbages are stale. Okay, they need to be thrown out. Because the... Oh, did I use the potato? Oh, I must have put it in the salad. Ah, that's inconvenient. Okay, today we want to build a tanning barrel, we want to build a softening beam, and we also want to find out from blacksmithing what we can make that we can smelt back down, creating a XP loop. So we can get to level 1 blacksmithing and start making our own nails. Would be nice. I think we can maybe do it with spoons. Oh, I need to be foraging for crops. Vegetables, maybe that'll be better. One potato will be lovely, thank you. No, we've got quite enough bones. So, quite a few things happened in quick succession. I was grinding nabbing to 5, but what I didn't realise was it kind of caused a chain reaction. Because I've got the inventive perk, it meant that I could make a flint saw, and I didn't realise that I could make a flint saw. It kind of jumped out on me. Because of this, I could all of a sudden create a whole load of things that I couldn't build before, like the hand press and things like that. Really useful end game things. Right, we can't deal with those traps until find a crop like this. Don't know if we can use sweet potato. I'm gonna try. Why won't you let me kill the animal? Oh, just because the knife wasn't in my inventory. Right, I might put that on my belt. Oh, we're gonna have like a ridiculous amount of leather. Like an absurd amount. I'm not used to it, honestly. I think I just must be used to fishing. Oh wait, we don't want to do that. Use the sweet potato. In fact, you know what? Use the sweet potato. I don't care. Don't think it's suitable for trapping anyway. At least I don't know for certain that it is. I'm just going to start eating these rabbits rather than putting them in salad bowls, because I just simply have too much to eat, more than I can use. No, we'll leave you, but we'll leave vegetables on. Also, I need to start using compost. Oh, you know what I'm going to start making? I'm going to start making a to-do list. So, let's put it here. We can make space once we get an eraser. Is that too long? Or is it the brackets? No, it's just too long. Let me think, what else? Exercise. Add stuff to that as I think of it. Do list I've got on screen is all good and well, but I can't see it. It's chat that can see it. Just kind of. So it looks nice in my opinion, but it not so functionally useful to me. Just drop the seeds, drop the twine. Also drop the insects as well, since I'm not going to be doing fishing. Drop the scrap wood. Leave the rodent meat in the cooker. Tanning barrels are smithing. I think if we get the tanning barrel on the go. And the softening beam we can just start producing leather. At least have one working as we go. So that's going to be two. It's going to be four planks, isn't it? 4 planks, 4 nails. Yeah. Okay. We don't have a regular saw. Means that we're going to need to put down a tree and get 3 large branches. I'll leave it in the center of the floor. Have the big boy axe. Feeling we're going to need to make another one of them soon. Put the... Maybe we could put the racks up, the drying racks upstairs. Yeah, I might just do that, it'll save a lot of space. Sad times, okay. You only need one more. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to check. What's the condition of this? It's still fine. These axes are amazing. The crafted. I don't know what your actually proper name of them is. Large stone axe, yeah, so good. They're a pain to get the mapping up, but man, I'm so grateful once you have them. Will we do anything else? There's no large branches there, no. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on now. And that's why I picked up the logs by accident. Silly boy. Oh, requires surface. Pop them down for now. this. Maybe just put them upstairs. Just put them here. I think I'm fine with that actually. Okay, let me just think about this for a second. Yeah, I think the first one will take the leather, we'll take the fur off them. We only... Yeah, okay. Oh, we need a fleshing tool as well. I think we can just use a larger bone for that, or an animal bone for that if I remember rightly. I might not have the knowledge to make it. Oh, I do. Yes, remove the fur as well. Water in the bowl. To make the brain tan. He's exhausted. Oh no, we don't do it like that. We do it like this, don't we? Oh, he must have drank it. Did he? Because it's favorited. Okay, one tanned leather. Six days. So yeah, we're going to need more of them. The fleshing tool, we'll just leave that in there. Build the loom. What was it to take to build the loom? Four logs, 5 long sticks. Logs is not a problem, we've got loads of them. Don't think we have 5 long sticks though. Oh yes, yes, we very much have 5 long sticks. One. Pop these up here. I'm gonna put the loom. Wait, one. No, I'm being an idiot. I already have a loom. Oh God. Right. I'm so good. I can just do things and I realise I've already done them. You can come with me. Cheesecloth. That'll be possible when we get our flax coming through. For the time being, let's dump a lot of this stuff. I think we're kind of reaching the point where we've built most of the things. The only thing I can think of that we really, I would say, need to be built are the pottery bench and the spinning wheel. We don't have a spinning wheel, which is kind of important for making the thread. We don't have the carpentry skill for it. And we don't have the books to level. And we do need the books because of the lack of a skill boost. Right, let's dump these insects rather than carry them around everywhere because we don't need to. I should really plant more herbs. So what I've discovered recently was that if you dry some herbs, they give like 4 or 5 hunger, which is not a lot, but there's no reason why you couldn't grow a lot of herbs and then just simply dry them. They're off pretty quick to dry in summer, so there's no reason why you couldn't do that. Right, I'm just gonna be right back. I am going to just pop to the loo momentarily. Can you suck if a zombie just smashed us through a window? What? Give up. Oh. Oh, I can't stop farting. Oh, that's a stinky. Woo! Rest, eat and exercise, I think, is the order of the day. be able to get a little bit of exercise in. I think that's halfway for the regularity now. That's really good. Yeah, I'll just put him to bed. He's knackered anyway, so he's gonna sleep for a good like 6 or 7 hours, I think. Yeah, I thought so. Weight should still be going up. Yeah. Still got tons of rabbit. It's unreal actually how productive them traps have been. On that subject though, I should go check them again. Oops. I'll build the loom. That should really say find books to level carpentry, because the idea of grinding carpentry from 3 to 5 without books and without a skill boost, well, don't mind telling you, that scares me a little bit. It would not be a joyous experience, so it might be worth looting some more houses. As if there were many that were clear. It would be such a shame to have everything set up. Oh shit, I need to be foraging for vegetables. It would be a shame to have everything set up to make thread apart from the spinning wheel. Also, it's worth considering that there's a possibility, like some houses have spinning wheels in them. We found one last night in our split screen save, and that was really cool, because they are a pretty high end thing, the spinning wheels, carbon B5 and the materials they take. It's yeah, it's pretty high end, so finding one is amazing. Plus they weigh like practically nothing. They're really light, so you can just pick them up and move them easily, even without a car. Keep scarfing all of this food. Get his weight back up to normal. Plus this is really good for fitness training as well. And then we take another look at smithing. I think it's going to be something like spoons. I think we need to make something like a spoon, and then smelt it back down. Make the spoon, smelt it back down. I just want to get, if I can get to the point where I can make my own nails, that's like key stage. This means if I ever want to build anything else, I don't need to worry. Don't need to worry about oh, mango. Just get a quick drink of coffee. Honey and black coffee. So good. Try the lettuce. So here's the funny thing, right? The wiki is specific on what you can use to bait traps to catch rabbits. But since then there have been new vegetables added to the game, but it hasn't added them. It hasn't said, oh, you can definitely use these. So I've been trying to use my own common sense, but there's a possibility that I might just be wasting my time. It might not have any effect at all. I could be a little bit more empirical and actually test it and make a note of the traps and see if I catch anything. Right, we need to keep foraging for vegetables because we really found anywhere the vegetables. We need to rebait those traps. Oh, nice. Also, I wish I was a little bit taller. Now, there's an issue with the game where the blacksmithing you can't I lost my train of thought. God damn my senile old brain. Right, they're all baited now. Just look at that meat left to eat. I can't eat it quick enough. So unfortunately, I think a lot of it's going to go to waste. But I'm not complaining. If it gets my weight back to normal and leaves me to do other things, then I'm fine with it. Don't have refrigeration, of course. We do have the skill to use the generator. We just haven't found a generator. We also haven't cleared the area to make use of the generator, which would probably be, yeah. This is the gas station between, like, Dixie is here, and then like Muldra is down here. There's a gas station between West Point and Dixie, and aside from what the zombies that are there, there's nothing else really around it. So once you've cleared it, it's clear. Plus, that's where we are right now. So all we would have to do is, because we've got the car, we would just drive down here, cross along this road. The only other zombies that we could potentially draw in are from the McCoy estate here. But yeah, once we've cleared that and we've got that's one other thing we need as well, which I should probably put on the to-do list. I mean, I already know, like, and I'll know as soon as I say it. But I'll put it here anyway because it's so important. Need a hose. We've got gas cans, we just need a hose. I have to decide what to do with all these bone pieces. There is some other use for them other than needles and bone hooks, like fish hooks. But I can't remember now. They were useful for something else. It was something I saw last night, but I can't remember what it is right this moment. Right, let's have a look at the blacksmithing. can't smelt the cleaver blade. That was what I was trying to mention before. That I wish there was a mod that would let you smelt other things. Like you see on the ground, I've got things like the tire iron, the spoon, the screwdrivers, the scissors, the rake. Actually, I think I can use the rake. I need to detach the head. Hammer here. Actually, there is a hammer here. You know what we'll do? See if we can. We'll move this. I think this is the beginning of a storm. Put this there. And then we can put the tools in it. Where's the metalworking punch? Oh, there you are. Oh, that's a priority as well. We need to make a heading tool. Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. Oh, we need blacksmithing 1. But we do have the recipe. Okay. So that's the other reason that we want. There, dismantle bladed item. Okay, that might have something to do with it. And the rake. And the large knife. Right, it's because we didn't have the surface, which is why I brought the bookshelf over here. Well, I put it in for the tools, but it also serves as a surface to work from. If I now... In fact, let's just turn the foraging off because that's getting in the way. Oh, I need to click on the furnace and I should have other options. Look, I can turn the blade into chunks now. That's two iron chunks. Let's do that. Crucible keeps filling up with water. That's another 2 iron chunks. What else can we do? The rake. That's another 2 iron chunks. Obviously don't want to do the metalworking punch. In fact, I wish there was a way to deselect that so it wouldn't happen. Because what it's trying to do there is ask me if I want to smelt the metalworking punch, which I obviously don't. Like, I desperately don't want to do that because then I would just have to make another one, which would be a real pain in the balls. Put you in there for the time being so you don't get full of water. And what I need to figure is what can I make that I know I can smelt back down. For example, if I do a simple blade, can I smelt a simple blade? I think that's that there. Right, let's do a test. Let's forge a simple blade. weird. It's like it's asking me if it wants to use a blade to make a blade. See that? I don't get that. Eight XP. So 11. So we're going to need to do another 10 of them. What I want to know is, can I smelt you down? You're not letting me smelt that down. That's bothering me. I need to read it. I need to go back and review my blacksmithing. Crude scissors. Oh, maybe it's the heading tool is the problem. It's also possible that I simply can't smelt it because I don't have the skill to smelt it down, maybe. But then that doesn't really make any sense. Should be able to smelt anything, it should be respective. Ah. I think I'm just going to forge some simple blades. Let's try forging a bar. See what the XP is we get from it. 19.5. 3. Not very much. Can we smelt the bar? Yeah. So we can do it that way, but the amount of XP that we get from the metal bar is very, very poor. I think we might have to do it that way. I mean, at like 3 XP per, that's like horrendous. We'd have to waste so much charcoal. I'm desperately tempted to just tab out and look at the blacksmithing guide. The difference is we're kind of limited in terms of, because we don't start, excuse me, we don't start with any recipes, so we're kind of limited in terms of what we can do. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm figuring a lot of that out as I go. So I am quite familiar with build 42, unstable, but I'm a little bit ignorant of the blacksmither. But we'll muddle through. I know that I can level by creating metal bars and then smelting them back down. But 3 XP, yeah, not a big fan of that. Without a book. Let's leave that for the moment. Let's get some exercise in. Kind of been neglecting that, and to cook you. I need to add those books. It just takes up so much space. Put that away. Might want to give him a bath at some point. He's absolutely minging, the poor lad. Look at him, he's absolutely scruffy. Oh, that must be fitness, right? Yeah, fitness 2, strength 3. Beautiful. But now that we've got the trapping under control because of the flint saw, we can go mad with the exercise. The pain will be a bit of a bummer, but the pain will be a pain. But because we've took wakeful, if he loses 3-4 hours sleep a night, it's not a problem because the wakeful will kind of compensate for that to a large degree. So he can get 3-4 hours sleep a night, and he'll be fine. He can function on that. Check the traps. Come on, get your weight up. We should forage for vegetables first. Can't go with the traps until we get some veggies. I want to keep an eye on my pigs as well. Hopefully the sow is pregnant. At the moment, our only access to medium leather is through the pigs, so we want them to start getting nasty and produce me some piglets. don't think I've got the animal care skill to... Oh, you know what it is? I need to be petting these, and I need to be petting the rabbits. Because I've read the book. And I want to get the animal care skill. So yeah, I need to remember to do that. And then when they get to like level 4, there's a good chance I'm going to be able to tell whether the sow is pregnant or not. So if I'm going slow, it's not because I'm for any other reason than because I want to forage for vegetables. Oh, nice. Normally I would be like, oh, a hunting knife, I'll put that to good use, I'll use it to carve this and carve that. But with these settings, it's no longer a case of using knives for that. I use metal to smelt it down so I can reuse it. When I can easily make a stone knife and just use that instead, it'll do the same job. Holy shit, we're gonna have so much meat. The only problem is we need these crops to come through. Should have, that's something else I should have done as well. I should have checked my farm. Maybe some of my cabbages have come through. You know what it is? I put lettuce and stuff. I'm gonna have to be more broad in terms of the things that I trap with. It's definitely... I wonder if there's a way to make a note. You know, I put this vegetable in this trap. And then I go, okay, I can use lettuce. Or, you know, I can use beetroot. Trying to think if there's a method that I can use for that, where I can write it down and keep track of it. Just wait, should be 74. Okay, we're almost back to normal weight. I think the mistake I made in the first place was trying to do fishing. The problem that I have with fishing, apart from the fact that I didn't have much skill to begin with, is that the river is, for him, it's probably about a mile away, mile and a half maybe. So he has to kind of run, it takes him like an hour, he'll like run to the north, fish, catch what he catches, and then he'll... But it's usually not enough to or it's barely enough to make his weight go up at this level. And then I have to run all the way back again, and it's frankly a pain in the balls. Whereas with the trapping, I can just place 6 traps, wake up in the morning, and I'm absolutely drowning in rabbits. Oh, if I just... Oh, I didn't. It's fine. I thought I'd put the onion in that in. You know what will take you? Because again, that's another vegetable which isn't on the wiki. But the wiki, Project Zomboid are always a little bit slow to update wikis. or there'll be redundant information on. I'm not shitting on them, by the way. I'm not one of these people that just likes to dump on the company whenever I feel like it. I've followed Project Zomboid for too long to do that. I bought the game back in 2013, and when I bought it, when I bought it, Steam didn't exist. Yes, I'm old, shut up. But it was on something called Desura, and then they did a really nice thing where when Steam came out, they released it on Steam, and anybody who had it on Desura got a free key. That was a really nice touch. Die, raccoon. Just pop you in there for a moment. Oh, squirrel. Oh, that's interesting. So one of the things that I put on that trap actually caught a squirrel and not a rabbit. Huh. Now if I could only remember what that was. Not that I particularly want squirrels. I don't think squirrels even give you leather. Right, let's butcher these because we're simply carrying too many of them. Squirrel, raccoon. God, bait. Do we not have bait for you? Ah, feck it, just leave it. Can't use the cauliflower, no? Apparently not. Why can't I butcher the... I can't seem to butcher the squirrel. I can't use the cauliflower as bait, which, well, I should be able to. Right. Need a level tailoring. That's something else I need to do as well. I think of the optimal way to level tailoring when we don't have a needle. Holy crap, we've got so much leather. And I haven't even really started. Can we... Oh, we must need a butcher. Sorry, we must need a surface to butcher the squirrel. But we can butcher the... Don't need it to do the raccoons or the rabbits. Okay, that makes no sense, but whatever. Can we dry the kale? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. No. We cannot. So this is what I mean about the herbs. So, if you're... Oh, excuse me while I have a nice little stretch. Okay, so there's two things you want to be doing in the game. You want to be, well, three really. You want to be staying hydrated. You want to keep the hunger moodle off so you don't starve to death. And you also want to be keeping on track of weight. Now, what I've discovered recently is where hunger is concerned, you can grow or forage some of these herbs and then dry them. And as you can see, for example, thyme, rosemary, cilantro, to a lesser extent chives, chamomile, these are all giving, like, these all give -5 hunger. Now that's not a lot, but if you are able to grow them and then dry them, then you can do it on scale. And because you can dry them effectively, it's a way of bypassing. You can eat food, you can eat herbs to keep your hunger off, and you can just dry them. Which reminds me, we want another drying rack. How many? Oh, I'm in the wrong one. Oh, yeah. We'll build one more. I think we have the... We definitely have the long sticks, surely. I think I saw I had like 13 at one point. Yeah, easy. Easy. The good thing about plant drying racks is they just need long sticks, which are much easier to get now because of the large trees. And twine, which is... you can just get from dog bin. But I think that'll be enough for now. Let's see how much space we have. Walk 2, so that's 1, 2. So we can get like another large drying rack in here, and then like another small one, and then they'll all get the benefit of that stove when it's running, that is. Let's drop the twine down. Oh yeah, we need to put the matches. The lighters back in here. I'm gonna try and keep scarfing this food down as best I can so I don't waste it. But I think I'm literally at the stage where my character cannot eat the food quick enough. You can't put it into his mouth quick enough before it goes stale. Desperately want to know. Some other way I can level blacksmithing. How many chunks do I have here anyway? 8 steel, 21 iron, that's pretty good. Smelt. Okay. I want to do my best to get that regularity up. That's what we're going to do. Give him a wash. You know what, we'll give him a haircut as well. Long overdue a haircut. Looks a bit like Kurt Cobain. He doesn't look like Con Jandy. I'm probably going to need to go back and change that so he looks more like Con Jandy than Kurt Cobain. Regularity is well over 3/4 at this point, which is really good. Wait, 75 yet? No. Okay, let's put the clothes back on and go to sleep. Although I've got to say, at 15 degrees, I wouldn't want to sleep with any clothes on. Let's do a little bit of exercise first, because if I go out there and forage, I'm not going to find anything because it'll be too dark. Plus, once I get that regularity bar up, I'm going to be a happy boy. So, forgive me if you already know this, but I'm going to tell you anyway, so shut up. The regularity bar, the main advantage of the regularity bar is you'll get less pain post exercise. That's probably the main reason, or the main advantage from it. Oh, 75 weight. 74.5, I think the game states specifically. Anyway, yes. So you want to get the regularity bar up. But the problem is, certain to begin with. If you exercise, it absolutely drives the player mad. He'll be in massive amounts of pain. So what's generally a good idea, if you can, is if you can forage or if you can loot some painkillers. Black Sage won't cut it. If you can find some painkillers, you can exercise all day and your player will be in agony by the end of the day. You'll be in absolute bits. But you can just pop some painkillers and then just go straight to sleep and just sleep it off. And get up the next day and pretty much rinse and repeat. If you don't have painkillers, your player will basically lose a night's sleep. That's when Wakeful comes in really handy. Okay, none of the traps have fired, but I did use some pretty exotic baits, so oh, keep forgetting to compost. Let's do that. Where did I put the other sack? I had another sack somewhere and I don't remember what I was using it for. Oh, for the sand. Okay, let's hold on to that. Oh, okay, so we didn't actually get very much compost anyway, or we didn't have much to use. So that's fine, we've got some of it done. Speaking of composters, it's time to do more cooking. I think the raccoon is pretty weak where fattening up is concerned. I don't think it's very good. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's the case. Well, I'm in too much pain. Can't exercise. Okay. Where's our regularity? Yeah, regularity is really good. Nearly maxed out. That's fantastic. We're almost back to normal weight. Oh, excuse me if I stretch quite a bit, but I did quite a lot of exercise over the last couple of days and I'm feeling a bit stiff. Oh, let's go. We should be able to remove the blade. Yeah. And then we should be able to smelt that. Medium, is it? Small? You're telling me we can't smelt the... Why can't we use the hunting knife that we've just debladed, as it were, or de-handled? I don't know why that's not working, but I need to go to the loo for... yeah, I need to go to the loo for a sound. We just dump off this rotten rabbit. Get somewhere safe. I'll just be back in a second. I might be a minute or two, so I will do this instead.
all safe rather well. Good luck out there. Objective inadequate. What the hell does that mean? Sounds like something the Forge would
Hey, it's me. Open the door.
What's the password?
I'm not even gonna tell you to shut up.
Come on in.
Right, thank you for waiting while I just popped out. I appreciate anybody who lurks, so thank you for doing that. Just know that if you have any questions about Project Zomboid, or if you just want to talk about your base or your save or how it's going, anything to do with Project Zomboid, just know that if you talk to me about it, there's a pretty good chance I'm gonna love talking about it. So, as I say, feel free to sit there and or stand there and lurk. I really appreciate it. But if you want to talk about Project Zomboid, hit me, because I love it. I think I can exercise. I keep forgetting that I can double click to do things. So stupid. It's like, how long have you played this game? But let's get this repetition done, because once it's maxed out, it's pretty much done. Nobody's got a question. Nobody wants to talk PC. Honestly, you make me very sad. So terribly sad. Almost full. Almost full, chat. That looks pretty much done to me. Oh, what's his strength and fitness now? So his fitness just leveled the other day. That's 1500 of 6000. So we're 1/4 of the way to level 3 already. That makes me very happy. And we are... Oh, I need to remember to eat my food as well. Oh, look how close we are to level 4 fishing as well, crikey. Strength. But halfway is that? Yeah, just over. Let's max that bar out. Something else I keep forgetting to do is pet the animals, because we've read the book for animal care. Getting dark now. So where are we? Yeah, no wonder we're like mid to late September. And we don't have a flashlight as well, which is a concern. Oh, I just had a thought, we might even be able to make one. Make an improvised flashlight. Put him to bed. I'll have a look at that. We might have the recipe. I've got a feeling we might have the recipe for that. We can make an improvised flashlight. I think. So we need a screwdriver. We've got that. We've got the sheet metal snips. I'm pretty sure we've got them. Got a multi-tool. Don't think we've got screws, and we definitely don't have the steel metal sheet. Oh, I can't exercise, he's in too much pain. We'll shut the traps in a couple of hours. We need to look for vegetables in order to bait the traps. Oh, I should check my farm. There's a possibility there might be some crop stew to pull up. Let's do that first. I don't think so, but oops. Nah. I have sped up the farming by 20%, so in the sandbox options, the farming is quite slow, so I've just sped it up. Instead of being 1, it's 1.2. But not a huge boost. I think a lot of people, I was watching a few of the streamers just to kind of see what settings they had picked, and a lot of them had picked farming to be like double the speed and stuff. And upon reflection, I think I kind of wish I'd went for something similar. But that said, I know how powerful like flax is OP. If you can get the infrastructure to process flax, it's a ridiculously powerful crop. In by which I mean with the seeds that you get from flax, if you grind them up to seed paste, you've got yourself a really useful food source, because it doesn't just keep hunger at bay, it fattens the character as well. You can make vegetable oil with it. So you don't even need a trap, you don't need a fish. I mean, you have to produce a lot of it, but it's also, if you've got your base clear of zombies, then you know there's no danger in being a farmer if you kind of get them out of drift. Right, I'm going to have a quick look at the map. I do feel like, since we've got a little bit more strength and fitness, I do feel like a little bit more exploring is in order. And I'm trying to think of like what sort of buildings are close. So as you can see, we've done all of these buildings here towards West Point, but these ones here is where the zombies start ramping up. So the plan is, well, there's a couple of things in mind. I previously mentioned clearing this for when I find a generator, but going into West Point and clearing houses there is where I'm going to get the generator. It's going to be in a shed, but that's going to be a lot of killing on ×4. I'd like to get my strength up to 5 or 6 before I do that, and I'm in no real hurry. And how I play this game, I'm definitely going to do the whole take my time about the whole thing. The character's not going to die of hunger, and he's not going to die of thirst, so I can just chill. But in the meantime, what I like to do is try and pick off the odd remote building like this one here, so I might go do that. You know what? I think I'm going to do that, but before I do, I'm going to take these traps up, because if you leave them in the ground and you don't monitor them, they get destroyed. So what I'm going to do is just drop them down like that, because they're fine. Now we've got water. What I need to do is get some weapons, which for us is going to be really shitty. That's going to be like medium handles. Oh, let me just quickly do this. Quickly snuck out and got some breakfast while I was when I popped to the toilet. Quickly finish that off. If you're interested, overnight oats. So get some scales. I get 40. No, I don't. I get 80 grams of oats, 80 grams of muesli, 80 grams of bran flakes, some powdered flax in, put some chia seeds in, and then I put that into 4 separate bowls, cover it with soy milk, and then I leave that in the fridge overnight, and then when I take it out, put some of it in a bowl, like 200 grams, and then put more flax in, have it with honey, and it's bloody delicious, mate. Cool blimey, governor. Drop you. Let's drop you. Let's drop you. Oh, you know what? Let's just drop you as well. And the seeds. Oh, yeah, there you are. Alright, let's think. I'm gonna run there. I think I'm gonna run to the house. I think we're gonna run there and then rest. Yeah. So what are my physicals now? Let's do a quick recap. 2 fitness, which is nothing to be excited about. And 3 strength. 2 short blunt. Yeah. Oh, we can search for trash. What would I like to find? Forage trash. What would be the thing that I would want? Magazines. Magazine would be good. Like with a recipe in it. I don't think there's any specific tool that I'm thinking about. I mean, saw and pipe wrench would be nice. Pipe wrench for the plumbing. But again, plumbing's not a big deal. The only tool that we're missing other than a pipe wrench and a saw is, excuse me, is a heading tool. But we can make the heading tool. I just need to get blacksmithing to level 1. Hopefully this house that we go to, excuse me, has some clutch books. Or wait. I keep loading that screen, but I keep forgetting I've got the mod. As you've noticed, the underweight is gone now. But I'm going to just keep scarfing the road meat because I don't think it's giving a huge amount of fat. No, he just seems slower today. It's weird. It seems like he's running slower. Should we take care of you? Ah, no, there's you here. We don't need to fight you. Just ignore you. Hello. Oh, I just noticed. Oh no, it's fine. I've got a bandage. Oh wait, I said I haven't got a flashlight. I'm an absolute trumpet. I do have a flashlight. Also, I'm foraging. Get my get my umbrella out. So a little fun fact about umbrellas: they mitigate when you forage in the rain. You get like a negative, like down here, weather effect -5%. So using the umbrella will reduce that. As it turns out, the rain's quite mild, so I probably don't need the umbrella. Look like a proper English gentleman. I say, old chap. Hip hip, old bean. Jolly good show. Getting pretty miserable because I'm eating rodent, stale rodent meat, and he's not very happy about it. But we can fix that. Why does it say no suitable ingredients around? The hell? Huh, why won't you put the... Normally when you put the rodent meat into the bowl, it'll go become fresh. I don't know what's going on there. He's going to be miserable, but we're just going to have to, like, when we find vegetables, when we add them to the bowl, he'll be really happy about that. Like these herbs, for example. What's that? It's a burrito. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that that's probably rotten. Let's just check my map quickly. Oh, okay. Got a bit lost. So we cleared this area, and there was 2 cars. One of them had, or one of the zombies in that area had a key. So straight off the bat, I would say within a month, we'd found a car with a key with fuel, and it's in good condition too. It doesn't have a lot of fuel, so we... Oh shit, I forgot to bring the axe for that. Remember to bring the axe to smash that down. Keep forgetting. It probably won't have anything with the loot settings that we're on, but we've got to check. Yeah, so that we have left it unticked. But I keep forgetting. As I say, it's gonna have like it's gonna have like 1, 2 loot spawns in there. Since we've got like loot set. I think loot's normally something like 4, 5, 6, and we've got it at 0.1. So yeah, it's pretty sinister, pretty evil. Hey, actually we can smell that. Pretty sure we can smell that down. Where are we? Yeah, we're on the right road. Doubt myself as usual. That one next. Big boy. I don't think I ever really... I don't think there's any real secure rooms in here. Let's get rid of this tidiness first by sitting on this toilet. What I wanted was like a sofa, and then we could like sleep on. I could move the sofa into the bathroom and sleep in there. But no such luck. Anyway, let's just quickly check the map. We are there. We want to be there. We can still sleep there, but as I say, one of the windows is broken. We could always barricade it, but around here, I'm probably being a little bit overly cautious because there's not really any zombies around here. But when you're playing a save where we've invested as much as we have in this, I really must, be really strict with myself in terms of if even something smells like a risk, I just got to make sure I avoid it like the plague. It's not just the fact that I've been alive 2 months, it's the fact that I've been alive 2 months and invested all of this effort into this character only to have that be thrown away. I'm gonna cry. That's gonna make me cry. Hello, Optic. Thanks for the message. Gonna scare me with those ghosts. You do realise I'm very easily scared. But I appreciate the hearts. Oops, don't want to do that. Oh yeah, we want to eat the... He's having himself a little moan because of the stale rabbit meat. Oh, bless. I think I'll take these out. Good night, doodle doot. So at the moment I'm doing something where I'm exploiting something called the fence lunge. Where when they go over the fence, when you hit them on the ground, what the hell's that? Oh, it's a tortilla. When you hit them on the ground, when they fell over, you do a critical. You do exponentially greater amount of damage. It comes with its own risk. So if a zombie lunges you, well, after he's fallen over the fence, he kind of stuns you, for want of a better word. He staggers you. And if there's another zombie who's around who isn't lying, like who hasn't fallen over, because you're staggered, you can't defend yourself. So if that happens, there's a very, very high chance it's a game over, because the zombie has like effectively a free attack. I tell this to you because it's happened to me several times, because using the fence lunge on a 0 strength, 0 fitness character is kind of something you need to do, but as you get more, or as your character becomes more combat competent, you need to move away from it, and it's kind of hard to do. It's kind of addictive. So we can check the map on this. Right, so it's telling us there's a spiffo down here. That's quite cool. I knew that already, but you know what, let's focus on the house, because if we can get that clear, we can sleep here tonight. I think I checked the... Yeah, I did. Hurry up. So once we get short bats, our combat's gonna go crazy. Short bats are great weapons. I think they require, have a look. Just pause the game a second. The short bat is Carvin 7. I think that would normally be 8. But we've got inventive, so we get it like a level earlier. This is what we want. This is a really, really good. This is our peak weapon. Well, maybe not peak. We can make a metal mace, which I think is better. But the recipe not learned. So for us, what we're hoping for is to find one. If we can find one, we can do research craft to figure out how to make it, or a baseball bat. Actually, I think a baseball bat will also teach us. Not a pretty common weapon in Kentucky. Now, unfortunately, this house looks pretty gutted. Rotten cupcake. That's like a really good insult, that. I'm gonna have to use that. Excuse me, you're just a rotten cupcake. Do we have the, We do, so we can be disassembling electrical. Ooh. We will disassemble that in a moment. I'm gonna make sure that this house is clear. Pretty sure it is, but pretty sure it's not sure. Dishcloth, yeah, pretty much what I would expect. Take that back from the metal. We can disassemble the... No, we can't, because we didn't bring our screwdriver. That was a bit of an oversight. Jesus Christ. Couldn't have done that any worse. So what we'll do, catch our breath in this car. That deer just absolutely made me poop myself. Oh, you absolute swine. Now if we check this barn down here, also fingers crossed for a generator. Could be one in here. Not the sort of building that generally has one, but you never know. Excuse me. So as you can see, these medium handles, they're not great, but if you can get the zombies down, they're not terrible. did that terribly. Other side of this building. There's probably not going to be very much in here, so my kind of hope is... Oh, remove any of these zombies? No. If I clear them ones at the bottom, I can kind of sneak in and quickly check the building and get out. So as I say, more often than not, there's going to be nothing in there. So it's not like I'm going to be spending days. Oh shit. Save that as a I've saved that as a clip. That's growing season, agriculture. That's a flashlight, isn't it? That might be useful. Animal Care 3 is grayed out, which means that we already have it. That's a heavy duty flashlight, which is actually good. I think we're done here. Let me just quickly check my map. The goal was to come here and loot. We've done that. Okay. Well, we've got an upgraded flashlight. This thing, where are you? Is much better than mine. What I have. Got a couple of magazines as well. This one might be interesting. Yeah, we can make a cure for our plants because we've got tobacco and we're growing tobacco. So that's quite useful. But rather than sleep there, let's just run home. Much safer. part. Let's use the speed up for the time being, because he's already a little bit exerted and tired. So the thing with tiredness is that moodle there, the drowsy, once that appears, it means that if you want to get rid of that moodle, it's going to become increasingly harder. So the worse that is, the harder it is to get rid of that, to the point where you have to go to sleep. It just kind of represents like a level of fatigue where you have to sleep. So yeah, you have to be really careful of that moodle. But we're okay, we can just follow this road. Brings us to the T-junction, and then we just continue across the T-junction, and that brings us home. So we can't get lost. We would have to be in a pretty nasty storm for that to be the case. Oh, let's keep eating the... keep eating the rodent meat, or the raccoon meat. I'll have to see if there's like some sort of filter I can put on OBS that'll kind of brighten the screen up a little bit for the player. I know you can do that with DayZ. I wonder if you can do that with... How many has he killed? 400. Not exactly spine tingling amount of zombies, let's be honest. We'll get rid of the unhappiness tomorrow, I think. Welding, trapping 2. Oh yeah, we need to be reading that. That's really important. In fact, I might spend the day reading that. Animal Care 2, I need to be reading that as well. Okay, we're gonna have a day reading books. Maybe that'll be the next couple of days. I think Animal Care and Trapping are 2 books that need to be read. While we're doing that, I can't really kind of... I wanted to see if there's a way to put a filter on OBS, so when it gets dark you can see. I'm pretty sure there will be. Right, let's just put him to sleep. Probably gonna wake up at like 3 in the morning or something, I'm guessing. Nope, not even that. 2 in the morning. There's nothing else springs to mind that we need to do right this second. We need to unfavorite you because we're going to disassemble you. The rest of it we drop this down. Let's just do some more exercise. Until it gets bright, and then we'll finish reading the books. Oh, do you know something else I haven't done, which is stupid? Should be wearing their reading glasses. Man, I'm terrible for that. That in there. Pop that down, do a little bit. Actually, let's fill up our water bottles. Smash some exercise. Sleep. And then we can finish the second book tomorrow morning, and then we'll probably need to get back on the trapping. But now that we've read the trapping 2 book, we're going to fly up to level 4. we'll dump these books by the fireplace because we're going to burn them. But while we're here, we'll read these magazines and dump them too. Mark them as unwanted. Which reminds me, you and you are unwanted. So are you. Just so when we come across them in the wild, you know to just ignore them. Oh, do you know what? Oh, we couldn't use this cabbage anyway. Okay. Let's find some vegetables. Oh, it's a cooler. I'll pick that up anyway, just for the sake of it. Just in case we want to have a picnic. Oh, let me check something quickly. Right. Let's pet the animals to get that animal care now that we've read the book. Oh, no way. Now this is bizarre. So the chickens... I killed the chickens. But because there was still eggs in the hutch, they've actually hatched. That's mental. So we've got chickens again. Apparently. I'm just gonna leave them there. Do I want chickens, or am I gonna have to kill these? I think I'm gonna kill them. I don't think I want the chickens. Right, we're gonna have to come back and kind of clear them up. But let's get a little bit of animal care experience by giving them a little pet. Shotgun shells, well, I'll be dying. How many? 3. Yeah, I think we're gonna cook the. I think we have to kill the chicks. Come on, give me some crops to. What's the date? The 23rd of September. Oh, just leave it. Maybe vegetables is the wrong one. Let's try searching for crops. So what I've done is I've planted some potatoes, and then I've made a note that on the 28th, so every 2 weeks, I'll plant another like 2-3 plots of potatoes. And the simple philosophy is that we have like a conveyor belt, if you like, a production line of potatoes that we can use to bait the traps with. Try maybe wild plants. So yeah, once I get on top of the, I've kind, well here's the thing, right? I had planned to do fishing. I have a fishing rod set up. I had, like, fishing's almost up to level 4, but because I'm not, fishing's more enjoyable when your base is like right next to the water. If you have to keep running to the river and it's a couple of miles away, then it's not as much fun. So what I've done is I've switched to trapping. Now that I've got the flint saw, I can make my own traps with flint saw. So I'm switching to trapping instead. That's not to say I won't use fishing in the future, but I think that's maybe I'll fish when I have a base that's next to the water. So for example, eventually I would expect I'll start clearing West Point, and I'll probably do that by starting on the well, there's some houses at the very west side of the town, like not where the mansion is, but further to the east. But it's on the very far outskirts of the town. And that's probably where I would start, but it also happens to be on the river, so that's what I would probably do there. I would probably just do fishing. The only thing with trapping is it becomes a little bit more, excuse me, becomes a little bit more tricky in winter, but then so does fishing, I suppose. I cannot find a potato or a cabbage to save my life here. Oh, do you know what it is? I think I just realised why. See if he starts finding stuff now. He was so miserable. And that has a negative impact on foraging. Go back to wild plants. Right, I think I'm going to give up on this for the day because it's been a pain in my backside. Right, I think I'm going to leave the stream there for today. I'm going to try and see if I can improve OBS so when it gets dark you can see better. Accomplished a hell of a lot today. Hell of a lot. So that's great. Tidy our inventory, get some stuff on the drying rack, like the rosemary. Why not dry the garlic? Apparently not. Oh yeah, we need to kill the chickens too, or the chicks, which is sad. But anyway, thank you for coming in and lurking. And Optic, thank you very much for the message. I will probably be back on tomorrow. Get some more PC in then. Until then, thank you very much for popping in. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up and a subscribe, and if you like, and yeah, I'll see you next time.
Stop.